Batting second is the second baseman, number 30, Spencer Boydston. Batting third is the pitcher, number 2, Eli Kellogg. In the cleanup spot, center fielder, number 7, Cody Wilson. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 6, Lennox Van. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 15, Caden Young. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 24, Rocco Alfredo. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 31, Caden Clayton. At ninth is the shortstop, number 5, Cal Cousins. Head coach for the Tigers is Josh Regan. Good luck to both teams.
All right. Time is 1:50. And we are starting. Rocco Lafredo on the mound. Today for the Tigers, playing the Chanute Comets. For the semifinals of the 4A tournament.
All right, folks, welcome to sunny Salina, where we are about to get our first pitch, and it's a ball from Rocco Lafredo. We are in the state semifinals right here. Final four with the final two teams, and Smith hits one right up the middle. He has been somewhat of a nemesis for Rocco as he's gone. Strike one. All right, so it's 0-1 to the number 2 batter, no outs. Lafredo coming in, looking to move the runner.
Gets the bunt down.
Kellogg over to first. They got it. So 1 out. Runner advances to second base as the top hitter for the Comets is coming up right here.
First baseman, number 3, Larson Kester.
Larson Kester, their top hitter. One of the top hitters in the SEK this year. Rocco throwing about low 80s right now as he warms up. Joining me again today is Mason Pangborn, shortstop from the previous 5A champions the last 2 years, Blue Valley Southwest, doing a little color commentary with us today. Thanks for joining us again today, Mason.
Yes, thank you.
A little high, 2-0. Fredo's got to settle down here. I'm sure the adrenaline is high, and he is trying to help his team get into the state finals with a runner on second and 1 out. Oh, 3-0. So Lafredo pitched 15 pitches yesterday, but the clock resets today. He still has 105 today.
Awesome. Hopefully he can find the zone.
4 straight pitches to Larson for the walk, and they've got 2 on, and Kellogg's going to go out there and talk to him. So 2 on early in this game for the Blue Comets out of Chanute. Fredo hitting solid 84 on those 4 pitches. Kellogg senior trying to settle down his junior pitcher there. Tigers with their defense, they've been rattling out there when Lafredo pitches. Dub Chipman at first, Spencer Golson at second, Cal Cousins at short, and Shaden Clayton at third. There's a strike, 1-1. Lennox Van in left, Cody Wilson in center, and Caden Young in right. Eli Kellogg behind the plate. Popped it up. Shipman's going for it. Kellogg's going for it. Oh! Kellogg on the slide. The ball hit his glove and popped out. So a very good effort by Eli on that one. Two on. A little chopper down the line, foul. Blue Comets threatening here early. Sunny day. Completely different weather than we had last night where we had a monsoon of rain. Not today. Beautiful day here in Salina. Down the line to Chipman, it's foul. He's trying to get around on Lafredo, and he's been late, fouling them all off to the right side. McPherson Bullpups won the first game of this and are headed to state. So the winner of this game will face McPherson. Loser will face Paola in the 3rd place bracket. Fouls one off, so Fredo trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage. He's got 1 ball, 2 strikes, but Chanute batter has fouled off about 4 pitches at this point. Struck him out. So we got 2 outs. So number 9, the pitcher, is coming up.
Both runners go.
Oh! This could be trouble as 1 is in. So Kellogg. And Kellogg is sitting there holding his hand. I think he got hit. I think there was interference on the throw and he got hit. So he threw and hit the batter, and that ball went into right field. So Eli in pain a little bit. That ball went out there, 1-0. But I think on the throw, Mason, he went ahead and I think he hit the batter.
I wasn't watching much, but depends on if he's in the box or not.
Yeah. Well, obviously the umpire is seeing it that way, because we have a runner at third now with 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes on the batter, and Chanute is up 1-0. As Lafredo playing a little catch with his catcher just to see if his hand is okay for throwing.
Gives him the okay.
Kellogg has been a staple back there behind the plate. I really hate to see him go down because he is the heart and soul of this team. Another one. Lafredo keeps throwing him in the dirt. He's got to get him up. 2-0. Kind of Looks like he's having trouble keeping his hands from getting sweaty. Folks, that's a full turf field, so you know that's going to be about an extra 5 to 10 degrees hotter on that field than it is in the stands or anywhere else. 2-1 count. 3-1. Fredo's been hitting in the low 80s starting to this game. And he gets a strike there. So it's a full count with 2 out, run around third. 1-0 Chanute. Here's the pitch. Tapper to Clayton. He gets it, fields it, throws it over to Chipman, and they get out of the jam. So on the errant throw after Kellogg threw it down to third and unfortunately hit the batter, it scored on that errant throw, I should say. And it is 1-0 Chanute after 1.
Can't find the zone so far. I don't think he's throwing a strike. I think it's him.
Tigers coming up here in the bottom half of the first, down 1-0 after a hit by Smith, and he scored. Hitting a walk by Chanute in the first inning.
Leading off the bottom half of the first report, Scott is the first baseman, number 21,
Dub coming up, trying to get something started for the Tigers here. Ball 1. Chipman on a pop-up. First baseman going back for it, and he gets it. 1 away. Brings up Spencer Goldston.
The second baseman, number 3, Spencer Goldston.
Goldie coming up with 1 out. Takes first pitch for a strike. A little tapper down the third base line. Foul. 0-2. Tigers are coming out aggressive early. Seeing if it can translate into some run, manufacturing a few runs here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Goldston. A little late on it. Fouls it off. Goldston, another pop up to the right side, going right to the right fielder. So both batters popping up to the right side, getting underneath the ball. And here comes Eli Kellogg. Cody Wilson on deck.
The catcher, number 2, Eli Kellogg.
That one a little high and close to Eli's head. Ooh, hit him. And yeah, Eli has taken a couple of hits today. He's been hit by a pitch. He's hit his hand on a throw, so he is just taking a beating today. Make sure he's okay. That one hit him right in the elbow, it looked like. We'll get a chance to put some ice on as he's dragging that elbow, looks like a little bit. He is not, I hope that's okay. He is not moving that arm real well. As he walks back to the dugout, that arm is dangling. Kellogg just taking a beating. Cody Wilson up to bat now as we have a runner on first, pinch runner. Cedric Martin coming in for Kellogg. Gets a call, 0-1. Cody had that game-winning run scored last night. Got the rally started with that big double in the 7th inning. Trying to see if he can pick up where he left off. Wilson up the middle. Oh, just to the pitcher's glove. So, the right idea, the right hit. It just a little.
No runs, no hits, no errors, one left for four. Scott in first.
So no runs for us and no hits as we get to the top of the second. See if Fredo can calm down and throw some strikes.
Yeah, looks good.
First pitch of Chopper, he's going to have to rush it over there. Gets in. So those are the kind of outs Rocco needs to start this game.
Great play.
One pitch, one out. That's what he
The
needs.
designated hitter, number 23, Luke Noonan.
Noonan, one of their big hitters coming up. Number 23. He had a clutch hit for them in their game yesterday. Ooh. You got to understand where that one was as he gets ball one. Good pitch from Lafredo. Same pitch, same result as this umpire's not giving him anything low. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. 3-0 as Lafredo's dancing all around that strike zone. And Noonan is not biting. And there's the strike. That's what he needs. Just throw it in there. As he gets the first strike, 3-1. And he walks him. You got to wonder. He is literally dancing all around that strike zone. I mean, he's just a little perplexing. There you go. First pitch strike, that's what he needs. 1 out, 1 on. He's walked his second batter in 2 innings. Inside. Thinking about his release point there. He knows why that one went there. He was struggling with that a little bit earlier in the first inning. Pop up. Looks like it's going to be Caden Young calls off Spencer Goldston to get the second out. So 2 outs, 1 on. The Tigers starting to settle it down a little bit. Lafredo's settling down a little bit. Got to just trust his defense and throwing strikes. Even Smith's hit was a soft one up the middle. Misses outside, ball 1. 2 outs, top of the second. We just get started here in Salina. It was expected to be a huge duel today. Strike 1. These teams have faced each other. So here we go. 2 teams out of 4 coming from the SEK in 4A for the championship. And those 2 teams are facing each other now. So these teams have faced each other twice. It has been a dogfight each time. First game in Chanute, the Tigers got out to a 4-0 start, and the game ended up 8-6. Second time around, coming into Fort Scott, where they actually played at Fort Scott Community College, and one gets away from Kellogg, goes to the fence, and the runner advances with 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In that first game, that second game I said at Fort Scott Community College, that was a dogfight that went 2-1 until the last inning when Tigers scored to win the SEK championship. And Lafredo throws another one in the dirt. So full count, as he is trying to, I think a little bit is his footing coming off that mound. Those long legs, you got to find that right footing. And there it is. Oh, wow. You got to wonder. That looked really good. And I'm surprised the batter held off. And B, that looked awfully close to a strike, folks. I don't know how this umpire has a real tight zone today. First pitch, a strike. That is, both runners are on due to walks. Fredo's given up 1 hit. There's another strike. He comes back strong. Looking to get himself out of a jam here. 2 on, 2 out. Wow. I mean, I've got to tell you, folks, Eli framed that ball well. I don't know how that's not a strike. This strike zone is about the size of a Cracker Jack box, as we're now 2-2 in the account. Fredo's just going to have to start throwing it in there and letting him hit it. Let his defense do the work. Wow, full count after being up 2-0. 0-2, I mean. Comes back with three pitches. What are you thinking, Mason? Those look like strikes, don't they?
Hard to tell from here,
and he walked him
especially that one. Looked to be close. Looks like he's just not getting calls he wants.
Team going out there now to try to settle him down as he's walked the bases full. And that's not through lack of effort. I think part of it is he's thrown some in the dirt. At the same point, he has thrown some really good pitches that the umpire has just not called for a strike.
The center fielder, Colby Baker.
So bases are loaded now with 2 out. So Fredo tries to get through this inning. Foul. Strike 1. Foul. Strike 2. So again, for the second batter in a row, he's gotten off to a good start. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to finish this batter this time. Get out
A
of
little
the tight
something
inning.
off his fastball this time, too.
And gets out of
And
it.
he gets him. So he gets himself out of the jam with the strikeout. But he's starting to ramp up his number of his pitches as he's walked a few.
Wilfredo is at 45 pitches.
After 2 innings, he's at 45 pitches, so he's averaging over 20 pitches, and that is not good if you're trying to get long in a game. 45 is a high number for 2 innings. He started inning off good with 1 pitch, 1 out, and then it just went a little awry from there. But with all of that, he still only have given up 1 hit. But the 4 walks have been a bit troublesome as he's trying to find the strike zone. He's also been averaging about 84 miles an hour on that fastball. It's a hair shy of what he's used to. Shout out to our fans that are out there in Tigerland. We've hit a new high for today's game we've just been told of 128 viewers. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. Thank you for joining us, and tell your friends, wake your neighbors, bring the cats and dogs in, let everybody watch the game. Starting off, Lennox Van has had a hot bat, and we need to keep it hot. As he pulls 1 foul, 1-1. Left fielder, sophomore, has had a very productive season. Couldn't be more proud of his effort and what he's done. Come a long way. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs here in the bottom half of the second. And a rip up the middle. Van's going to have to dig it out. And the throw is in time. Brings up Caden Young with Wilfredo on
The
deck.
right fielder, number 15, Caden Young.
And Young with a liner for the first hit of the ball game for the Tigers.
Seems to be a lot of first pitch fastballs. Hopefully we can hop on here.
Need to get Young.
Pitcher number 24, Rocco Wilfredo.
Need to get him all set up here. Be really good to get Young on fire, because when he's on fire, he can hit that ball. So really good there. Wilfredo stepping in, trying to help himself. Takes a strike as he swings at 1 low and outside. Hopefully he got all the adrenaline out on that swing, and now he's ready to rock and roll. Runner, ball, and Young is in there. 1-1 on the count with 1 out. Wilfredo's got a duck on the pond here as Coach Martin gets a little jog out to his bag. So the Tigers have their first runner in scoring position. Wilfredo trying to help himself here. Pretty good contact hitter. They look Young back. And he's going to hit 1 foul and out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the pitcher. Trying to tie this game up here. Takes a deep breath as he steps back in the box. And he hits 1 to center, and it looks like it's going to be at him. And it's out number 2. So he got under it, and to be fair, all of our hits that have been out there have been
The third baseman, number 31,
under
Shaven Clayton.
and pretty big pop-ups. So our hitters are getting underneath it and popping it up. We look to level it out and drive them out. Get this run in here. Jaden Clayton comes up to bat. Clayton takes ball 1. And that. So Clayton coming up with 2 outs, and Caden Young on second. Gets a strike.
Good.
I think what's happening here is, from what I can see, is that he is calling him on the outside. There's no doubt he's calling him on the outside, but his box in the middle is very tight.
Throws the same pitch there. This time has to swing a bit.
But yeah, now you've got to protect the outside when he's calling him like that, and that's what Jaden tried to do right there.
Hopefully relays that to the dugout.
Clayton down the third base line. Bobbled, and he's on with the error. So that third baseman was playing shortstop in last night's game. The pitcher is at shortstop. He's their top player.
The shortstop, number 5, Cal Cousins.
That brings up Cal Cousins, who's due for a big hit. Big Cal coming up with 2 out and runners on first and second.
Bend. Bend.
First pitch ball.
Bend. Ball up.
Ball 2. Two out, 2 on. Cal waiting for the right pitch. Looking him over good. Takes his first strike.
Umps really stayed true to the outside pitch.
Outside. So 3-1 with 2 outs. Cousins. With Clayton at first. Tried to catch Clayton leaning a little bit on that. Did not happen. So Young at second, Clayton at first, full count. Runners should be moving here. And they are. Fouled it off. Runners again should be in motion here. And Cousins hits a hard one. Smith's going to have to throw to first because Clayton was moving. And that ends the inning. So the Tigers threaten, but can't come up with one. And the score is still 1-0. 1 hit apiece.
No runs on a hit and an error, and 2 left for Fort Scott in the second. Peter is at 31 pitches.
So 31 pitches for the Comets pitcher, Peter. Alfredo's got to settle down here in the third inning. Get some pitches back by inducing the ground ball.
After that.
I don't know what it is. Something must be bothering him.
Leading off the third for Chanute is the first baseman, Larson Hester.
So coming up now is their big hitter. Their heavy hitter, I should say. Larson Hester. Their number 3 hitter, as they've already worked their way around. There's one on the outside. So able to see this a little bit better from this angle, but what I will tell you is, if we look in here a little bit, that this umpire is definitely calling him outside. And there he sends one foul. It's 3:38 down the line. I'd say he sent that one foul about 3:28. So Larson taking a big hack there with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wow. I mean, this is the thing that happened with Fredo in the last inning, is these pitches are darn close. I mean, I just don't know how either the batter's holding off or this umpire's not calling it. That one, definitely a ball in the dirt to make a full count, but they are really, really close.
Oh, good.
And here's one to Goldston. He's going to get it over to Chipman for the out. So he gets the out, but again, not before taking the count to full count. So you wonder, you get him in the dugout and say, hey, kid, you're inducing a lot of ground balls here. Let's just keep throwing it that way. Fouls one off. Strike 1. One out here in the top of the third. And there's a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alfredo needs a few quick outs here to save some of his pitches after that long second inning. Another one, this one through the hole as Young fields it. No way for Goldston to get to that one.
The pitcher, Rex Peter.
Brings up the pitcher with a runner on. Second hit of the game for Chanute. First pitch ball. Fredo throws a couple over, try to catch him leaning. Peter takes a strike, fouling off. Throws another one over there to try and see if he can catch him sleeping. There's a pop up. Chipman going foul. And he gets it. So 2 outs. That helps Alfredo a little bit on the pitch count. And with the 2 outs too. So now.
Actually, probably it's tough.
The right fielder, Parker Manley.
Yeah. Mason's brought up a good point. I mean, that sun can be pretty deadly right now as it's
Pretty
just
bright
about
out here.
overhead. So that was a tough one as we saw Chipman trying to track it at first. Nice pitch. Wow.
And I have 0 clue where that missed.
I have no idea what's going on here.
He seems to like the outside pitch that
I
leaves
have
the
no
inside.
idea. Like strike. That is. But you know the funny part is, there it is right there. There it is right there. Same pitch, same part of the plate on the inside, but if it's outside, he's calling it a strike.
Agreed.
And there's a pop-up, foul. So
Gets ahead early, though.
a quick 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. Runner on first. The Chanute team has had a runner every inning so far as we're into the third. Smith got a hit the first inning, and then the second inning hit came in this inning. There's a foul ball off of Eli's helmet. Poor Eli Kellogg is just taking a beating back there today. And Lafredo gets a strikeout.
Got number 22 to swing an axe.
He's able to. You're in the picture. That's all right. That's okay.
Alfredo is at 63 pitches.
Yeah, you're good. I'm probably going to move it anyway. If I go too far down, then I start getting people's heads. So I get stuck up here. So Lafredo did not help himself much other than that strikeout in terms of the number of pitches that inning, as he went from 40 to 60 pitches. So he's
Leading off the fourth, got third is the first baseman, Doug Chapman.
and he's hitting about 84, 85 on his fastball so far. Chipman, the Tigers' leadoff batter, coming around as they go through the order a second time now. Two balls inside, 2-0. Both teams with an error. Chanute with a run and an extra hit. And there's the first strike to Chipman. 2-1 here in the bottom half of the third. And folks, this is the same kind of duel that we had before. And Chipman gets his first hit as he rips one between short and third. So nice hit by Dub Chipman.
There you go.
As the Tigers get their first leadoff runner on.
The second baseman, Spencer Goldston.
Vince, you think they're going to play short game here?
It'll be interesting. They might. It's a good question.
1-0 game.
Yeah, it's a close game, and we did the last time. But no, they're letting Goldston swing, and he fouls out. So swinging at the first pitch. I don't know. I think the short game might have been a good idea.
No,
The catcher, Eli Kellogg.
not many runs being scored last game, especially.
Yeah.
Hard not to go with the bunt there, but
Yeah. Got to have to manufacture runs here.
brings up the 3-hole though.
So with 1 out, Chipman and first baseman did not put the tag on. Had to put the tag on. He might have had a shot at him. Chipman stumbled in the back to first base. Chipman goes. Fair ball. And they get him.
Dub at second seemed to have slipped
Yeah.
before he even got to the bag. Not sure if he could have gone third there.
Order, Cody Wilson.
So Wilson coming up to bat here with 2 outs. And a runner again for the Tigers in scoring position this inning. The Chanute pitcher had to come out and throw a good game, and he's done that so far. Tigers
First
have
pitch.
not found their stroke yet.
Up on it.
Wilson comes out swinging, and he fouls it off. So both teams with 2 hits. The only difference in 2 errors, or 1 error apiece, 2 hits apiece. The only difference is the error that the Tigers had scored a run for the Chanute. Oh, inside. Looked like it almost hit him. 1-1. Wilson sits on it, and it is strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As the Tigers looking to score here in the 3rd. And high, ball 2. Wilson, another pop-up down that right side. That's been happening all day today, and it drops foul. Right fielder called off the first baseman who had a beat on it as Lars peeled off. The right fielder could not get to it, gives Cody Wilson
I want to
life.
say that's the 4th pop-up over that right side of the field that first baseman has had to make plays on.
Yep, he's had a beat on it every time.
Yep.
They shouldn't have called him off on that one.
True. May have made that play.
So Wilson, 2-2. Another pop-up as the Tigers keep getting underneath it. And there's the out, 3rd out. So Tigers have not been able to put anything together in 3 innings. Smattering of hits just spread out.
1 left for Fort Scott in the 3rd.
Rocco coming back out there after throwing 63 pitches.
Peter is at 43 pitches.
And Peter's thrown 20 less pitches than Lafredo. Through 3.
As a pitcher, I don't know how you just don't think and shove away every time.
I was in there, I would be sitting there. I would be trying Rocco. I mean, even the 2 hits they had have been low liners throughout the holes. And they're doing the opposite of what we're doing. He's inducing ground balls, we're inducing pop-ups. Because of this kid's funky angle, we're just getting underneath it.
Yeah, well, this umpire at least has been consistent, giving the inside pitch to the hitter, giving the outside to the pitcher.
Leading off the 4th for Chanute, designated hitter, Luke Noonan.
Hopefully Rocco can throw some strikes and fill it up and get out of this inning quick. Umpire really staying true to the zone, giving the away pitch to the pitcher and giving the inside to the hitter.
Well, the word consistent is probably a good word because he's been consistent with that and consistently calling a strike zone about the size of a Cracker Jack box. Fredo throws one in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's been sitting about 84, 85 all game. Grounder to Clayton, who fields it cleanly. Gets a throw. 1 bouncer over to Chipman. Great play. Good read on it.
A huge advantage for you for using the turf.
Yeah.
Or for having turf, I should say.
Well, if he can get through this inning with 3 quick outs and 4 pitches to a batter, that could help him get back to it. And there's one. And it gets past Lennox Van. He dove for it. It got past him, and that's why you see the double. So Van You know what? I don't blame him. He took a chance on that one. He dove for it, and it got past him. So it was going to be a single no matter what, and it was just kind of a bloop one down the line. I couldn't quite get to it for you to see it, but kind of bloop down there. Lennox made a dive and tried for it. Minimized the damage a little bit by keeping him at second, but you got one out and runner one on. As Lafredo gets strike one. Pop up, Chipman's got a beat on it. And in foul territory, he gets it. That sun is blinding. Blinding. And we're back to the top of the order, and this battle has been won by Smith most of the time. The SEK championship game where the Tigers won 2-1, Smith had, I believe it was 3 or 4 hits against Lafredo. So Lafredo trying to battle here with 2 outs. Here's the ball. Top of this order for Chanute is where they have most of their potential. As a rare inside call.
I was going to say, finally gives him the inside.
Rare inside call. The hitters have been given that pitch all day. So 1-1 to count with 2 outs. Wow. And I think Rhett was thinking about that one. Doesn't get it. Doesn't go after it, and Rocco doesn't get it. So it's 2-1. 2 outs, 1 on. As the Comets are threatening here. Another high pitch to Lafredo. And he gets a strike. 2-2. And they call Lafredo for a balk. I didn't see it.
I guess he may have not came set.
I don't know how they called him for that balk, but they did. That's all right. We got a 2-2 count here. Dangerous hitter up, so this is a big battle right here. And he gets him!
And gets him.
Wow! Lafredo gets pumped up on that one, and he wins the battle there. So the Tigers are able to get out. Lafredo gets out of a quick inning, and one that he needed.
Lafredo's at 75 pitches.
As he's up to 75 pitches through 4. So, you know, here's where he needed a quick inning, and he got it. He came into the inning with 63 pitches and ended it with 75. So that's the quickest inning he's gotten out the whole game. So we see now if that right there may turn the tide here. We're hoping to see if the Tigers can come out hitting.
I think he's just focusing on right.
Yeah, so that last pitch was a off speed. It was 71 miles an hour, but he has not been, yeah. So. So the Tigers need a hit here, as Lafredo is kind of laboring through his start here today. Maybe get something started. And Lennox Van is the kind of kid that can do that right here. So we're looking for Lennox to get something started.
It's been early on his last 2 at-bats, so.
Yeah.
At least his last at-bat.
Nobody warming up on either side.
You know, pitchers are just spotting the outside pitch. Hopefully one of these hitters can drive a ball to the left center, right center gap.
Yeah.
They're sitting away. And he gets around the away pitch.
Right to Lars at first base. Well, here comes Caden Young. He had to hit his last at bat. Tigers have got to get something started here. First pitch in the dirt. Caden lifts one. And again, so the Tigers have just been making contact, but they have just been getting underneath it all day.
The pitcher, Ryan Lafredo.
As we now have Ryan Lafredo up, must be Rocco's twin brother. And he lines one as he gets on top of it. Foul.
Might have been sitting off speed there. Might have been sitting off speed there.
I think he was because he got way around on it. And their little chopper. It's a little chopper. Could be difficult. Here's the throw. And it's a bouncer. Taking advantage of that turf. And Chanute, pitcher, gets out of that inning real quick. So both pitchers have a good fourth inning as the Tigers take the field.
Are there, who are all the commits? So, 2 commits on the team right now. How many are there any D1 guys in 4A? There's a Nebraska guy. I know that, right? He was the Nebraska guy that Rocco was talking about. Is he going to Nebraska? No. Oh, that's maybe what you're talking about. Yeah, that might be who it was. There was someone who was talking about, and I was like, this is a lucky dime right here. And you get a nice inning. There you go.
Start of the fifth. Ball one.
Chanute's got 2, 3, 4 up. Rocco Lafredo looks to re-lock in behind the mound. Misses low twice.
As Rocco's down 3-0 on this one. Throws one in there. And you know what? At this point, I would tell him to throw that same pitch every time. Just throw it in there.
Yep, and he seems to be lined up on his left
That's what he
side.
needs to do every time. Just throw it in there. Let his defense field it for him. But you know what? That's exactly what I would do. The last 2 pitches, just threw him right in there.
Yeah, and he seems to be lined up on his left side of the mound. Now that'll force his arm to be more over to the middle, to away for righties, as that was a righty up. So that might be the way to go. But he's staying that side for a lefty as well.
1 out. That's number 3 hitter, Lars. He's up. Chanute.
Right.
That's all he's got to do.
Oh, gosh.
And another one to Cody Wilson for the out. So I'm telling you, Fredo just needs to keep throwing strikes at this point.
Because they'll get themselves out.
Let him hit it.
Yep. Well
I
said.
think he's hopefully starting to figure out now. All I got to do is just throw it in there, let him hit it, and do what their pitcher's doing, and throwing it 77 miles an hour, letting everybody get underneath it.
Agreed.
He's got to learn to pitch now, not just throw it.
Yep.
Ball 1, 2 outs, no strikes. Nice pitch. Makes it 1-1. And that one may get in there, and it will, as he takes a big round. That one did not hang up like the other two did. That one was a good, solid hit.
The pitcher, Rex Peter.
Just about to say all these guys are getting under these balls, but 24 finds a way to get on top of it a little bit.
It's the second time he's gotten on top of it. I think he's got 2 of their 4 hits, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
The score is 1-0 still. So those of you who are watching online, we are not keeping score where you can see it up there, so you just have to listen to us for the score. We are not doing the play-by-play today on the digital online, so it will say 0-0, but the score is actually 1-0 here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 on. 1-0 Chanute. And it shouldn't shock anybody. These teams went the same way the last time they faced each other. And that game ended up 2-1. So dangerous to play any team 3 times in one season. And when you have this margin of winning being so small, anything can happen. So there's no definites here. Alfredo gets strike 1. 2 balls in the strike with 2 outs, 1 on. In the top of the 5th, it's still 1-0.
Quick outs and just kind of.
Oh, that was a close one. Chanute has 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. The Fort Scott Tigers are looking at no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. That was a good pitch there by Alfredo. 3-1 the count. Wow. And ball 4. Most of the walks Alfredo's given up have been with balls, that are really right there.
Seems to just be getting deep in pitch counts.
Yeah.
Although, while getting outs.
I think coach is going to get out there and talk to him, see how he feels. As we got 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th. So Coach Regan bringing the team in, have a little chat about some strategy here. But the first and second with 2 out. Fred trying to get out of another pickle here in the 5th. His 4th inning went well, but the 5th inning following similar to the first 3.
Middle of the order up for the Commons.
So lefty up. He pops one up. There, Tigers give it chase, and it hits the fence and goes foul. Hits the bullpen fence.
Foul ball.
Fredo trying to get out of a pickle here. Pop up. Van going back. Oh! And you can almost hear ooh from the crowd. And the reason they're saying that is Van puts his glove, turns to the left, puts his glove out there, and that was an ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream catch.
Almost fooled me.
As that ball,
Lofredo is at 93 pitches.
so Lofredo threw 5 is at 93. So at best, he may make it through the 6th inning. Just pitch count got really high on him today. That 2nd inning really got to him. And he's thrown 93 pitches, but those last 2 batters he's throwing 73 and 67. So the tank is running low.
We got 8-9 top.
Yes, we have batting order. We're going to start with Shaden Clayton, number 8, Kyle Cousins, number 9, and then back to the top of the order with Dub Chipman. Tigers need to start doing something here as we enter the bottom half of the 5th. Grab me a water out of there.
Leading off the 5th report, Scott is the 3rd baseman, Shaden Clayton.
Ball. Steve. 1-1. Seems to be mad that he missed that pitch. Hopefully he can move on to the next pitch. Pitch out. Seems to get hotter and hotter by the minute. Ground ball right side. That guy at second base has a couple ground balls up and just flung it over there. Just eating ground balls. Here we go. Right to another guy. Definitely putting balls in play. Can't find the holes. As that's a quick 2 outs. Score still 1-0. Bottom of the 5th. Stay. Ball. Double 1. Same exact pitch in the dirt. The 3-1. Dub actually stands for double. Ah, was worth a try.
Go Spencer!
But gets on base with the walk. this runner around. Back. Looked to slip over there at first. Seemed to may have had a timing still put on there. Read that one like a book. Still no pitches to Spencer. It goes and looks to be safe. The umpire does not miss the call. Actually ended up dropping it at the end. Don't know if that was on the drop or the fact that he was just safe. Great take. 2-0. Pitcher can't find the zone here. Chanute coach is starting to pace around the dugout. Takes a fastball, might be the best pitch he'll see in the at-bat. Find a way to keep the order rolling. And he slices one foul. Three-two, 2 outs. Guy in scoring position. Got to find a way. Pitch right to the shortstop for the out. If I'm not mistaken, Dub on second may have had signs as he goes to the dugout and tells the guys. 2 more innings of baseball left.
Vince, you see that signs? Gave him fastball.
Just a second around. Dang. Starting
The
with,
sixth,
there you go,
for Chanute is the designated hitter, Luke Neiman.
that guy. Rocco gets ahead. Get you guys a better view here. As a sliding play at third, out of the glove. And that's electric. Knocked it down with his glove. Picked it up off the turf. Got up and hung that thing over there for the out. Great plays by 2 guys. First baseman having to pick it. Went out to start the inning. I want to say that was the first pitch. Has another pop-up to Dub. Batters just feeding first basemen over here. Pop-ups. Gets 2 really quick outs. I want to say that was 2 pitches. Consistency. Rocco seems to find the zone here late in the game. Working in a rhythm. Looked to be a great pitch. I think it was low. Another pop-up. I think it's out. It sure was. Number 10, 1 batting glove on. 1 hand, no batting glove. Grounds one up the middle. Tough play for the second baseman. Gets rid of it quick. And the out. And the side bump. Electric inning there. Quick. 2 great plays. 1 diving play. 1 backhand slow roller. Got rid of it quick. Hopefully the offense can turn around off of that inning. Rocco being at 101. Might see 1 more inning. Or 1 more batter. My fault. I think he's capped at 105. So we'll see who will come in. But right now we got to worry about offense.
Well, Alfredo gets out of that one. He still has 4 pitches left, so he'll get 1 more batter. But in that inning, he's sitting in the high 70s, low 80s most of that inning. So it's time now. He's thrown a hell of a game. It's time now for the bats to come awake here. This is Eli Kellogg, senior, ready to go here. Play's got to be quick. It bounces, and they get him. So it's still 1-0. The game. And they called him out. As Coach Regan is going to go out there and have a chat with him, as it looked as if he had gotten there, and they don't want to hear it from him. Trying to understand is Kellogg got there. Let's go to New York for the replay. As they're questioning it, umpires are talking about it, and they're still going to give him the out. So Kellogg hit a chopper down the third base line, and it did not. He hustled out, but he didn't make it. And so we are in the bottom half of the 6th inning. As you know, it's a 7-inning game. The score is still 1-0. Wilson drives one just foul down the third base line. They're coming out swinging, trying to make something happen.
Trying to get on that first pitch like he did last night late. 7th inning, hopped on the first pitch, start off the inning with a double.
Cody trying, the senior, as he gets underneath another one.
I want to
Two
say
outs.
that's the 6th pop-up to the first baseman in foul territory this game. Both sides.
The left fielder, the next man.
Lennox coming up with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th. Lafredo will be able to come back in and throw to 1 batter. As you know, the rules are that you can only throw 105 pitches. Van hits one again to the first baseman, and that is the momentum. Chanute is feeling it. You can tell by looking in their dugout. And it's coming down to this inning right here, the last inning. As Rocco is coming out of the game, and
He has had 73 pitches.
Spencer Goldston coming in to pitch now as Lafredo goes to first base. He's done an admirable game. The 1 run was on unearned run. So on a throw down the third base line. The Tigers trying to hold things tight here in the top half of the 7th with middle part of the order coming up. Rex Peter had to throw a good game for Chanute, and he has. He's been able to induce the fly ball on the Tigers as they continue to get underneath it. Goldston trying to come in and keep the Tigers in this ball game. Shout out to all of our listeners. We have listeners coming in from all over the United States. We have some folks in Austin, California, Kentucky, New York, back home in Fort Scott,
Wisconsin.
We have folks in Wisconsin as well. So this broadcast is going national, our first national broadcast.
Now pitching.
I think Jim Nance is worried, quite honestly.
Spencer Goldston.
Spencer throwing it. Ball 1. Either way, these Tigers have had one heck of a season. They have battled. This game right here is an example of that battle. The last time they played them, same thing. The hard thing is to kind of do the same thing twice and expect the same results. That is a difficult thing to do. The Tigers are going to try and do that today. This will be a foul ball. Lafredo going after it. It'll go just foul. These two teams have battled all year. The total runs differential between these two teams has been a total of 3 in 2 games. They know each other's players. They know what each other can do. And they have played it masterfully. Both teams. Neither team having a huge offensive day. Fredo got into a little bit of trouble earlier in the second inning, walking the bases loaded. Gave up 4 hits. The one error was on the throw to third, which unfortunately scored the lone run of this ball game. And there's one to center field. Wilson going back. He's got a beat on it. Out number 1. So a big out there as they get Smith to fly out. That's a big out.
The center fielder, Colby Baker.
As Chanute has their top of their lineup, their deadly hitters coming up to bat here, with Smith getting the first out. There's another pop-up. This one going to Shaden Clayton calling off Spencer Goldston, getting the ball. And then brings up
The first baseman, Larson Kester.
Brings in Larson Kester, their big hitter, who's had a heck of a defensive day. I think half of the balls the Tigers have hit have gone up Kester at first base, either in the air or on the ground.
Yeah, I want to say 4 pop-ups, foul territory.
And how many grounders? At least 4 grounders. And he just hits one out there.
As he barrels.
Van going back, and it's going to go over his head to the wall. And excuse me, that's Dub Chipman out there. Van is inside at second base. So Larson, Kessler hits one deep about 350 as it bounces to the fence at 358. So Chanut's got a runner in scoring position. Their 5th hit of the day. It is still 1-0. Top of the 7th. This is the 7th inning. And in high school ball, the last inning. Intentional walk issued. He's 2 for 4 today. So I think actually he's walked one, hits 2 of their 5 hits. So this going after Brex Peter to try and just get the force out. Not a bad idea. This worked for them last night. Goal. Oh, wow.
Almost got him go.
Normally I like to put it on the umpire, but it is just a tight zone for him to throw in. That's a ball.
The guy on second seems to be getting a huge secondary.
Yeah, he is getting it. Well, they're not holding him on. They're going for the out.
Well, after the pitch, he seems to be running towards third, if you want to watch. Seems to get halfway to third.
He's an aggressive kid, whether it's basketball or baseball. That is one aggressive kid. He loves in basketball to taunt the fans in basketball on his shots.
Yeah, honestly, might not expect it twice. Could go back to that.
Van shading over there.
I mean, he is just walking off the base.
Stare down. That was a stare down right there. As Goldston triple checks Kestner out there. As he saw him dancing around the first 2 pitches, like Mason was talking about.
Double clutch and throw. Bang! Got him!
Oh, and he stepped on Lafredo's foot. I don't know if you noticed that, but Lafredo has to kind of jog on that. Foot's a little tender after getting it stepped on.
Hello, Manny Machado there.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
The last chance right here is the Tigers get together and talk about it. Hey, you can tell Ellie, if you want to text her, tell her she can stop. She doesn't need to do it anymore. It doesn't matter. There we go. What, new pitcher? He only has to pitch. He's only at how many? It was 72, 73.
Both fans.
Well, the crowd really getting into it from both sides as Chanute trying to encourage their team to win. Tigers trying to encourage their team to get on base and score a run. These two SEK teams battle it out every year, every day, every game. 1-1 to Caden Young. Young pops it up, shortstop. Out number 1.
The first baseman, Rocco Lafredo.
That leadoff guy is very important. See if Rocco can come back here. Find a way to get on. Puts one down line right to him. Perfect.
Down to their last out. Rex Peters has thrown a heck of a game today. You got to give it to him. He needed to throw the game of his life, and he did.
Number 18, Kaden Rogers.
And that will do it. Chanute is going to the state championship. Tough loss here. Tough loss here for the Tigers. A 1-0 game being lost on an error is a very tough game to lose. They will be playing for third place. The Tigers, just a tough loss. No two ways about it. To lose a game, a good game, 1-0 is just a tough loss to have. All right, fans, thank you for joining us. Got to give it to the Tigers. They've had a great season and a great run. Signing off for this game.